They thought he was finished, surrounded, outnumbered, captured by enemy soldiers who had already decided how he would die. Weapons lowered, hands restrained, no escape. But instead of begging, instead of pleading, he smiled. 45 seconds later, 21 German soldiers were dead, and the men who survived would never speak of it again. It was World War II. Europe was burning, entire cities reduced to ash, and soldiers on every side were pushed beyond the limits of fear, hunger, and sanity. Deep behind enemy lines, a lone Allied commando unit was running low on ammunition, food, and hope. Their mission had already gone wrong. Radio contact was lost, extraction was impossible, and German patrols were everywhere. That's when he was separated from the unit, alone in enemy territory. German soldiers found him near a ruined building at dawn. He was exhausted, bloodied, low on ammo. They surrounded him instantly, rifles aimed, fingers on triggers. Any sudden move would have meant instant death. So he did the unthinkable. He dropped his weapon, raised his hands, and surrendered. The Germans laughed. One of them stepped forward, smirking, convinced they'd just captured another broken enemy soldier. They searched him, took his weapons, bound his hands, and that's when something strange happened. He started to laugh. Not hysterical laughter, not fear, but calm, controlled, confident. The Germans thought he'd snapped. One soldier mocked him, another turned away, a third loosened his grip. They believed the fight was over. They were wrong, because this man wasn't laughing out of fear. He was calculating. In one sudden movement, he slammed backward into the nearest guard. A hidden blade flashed. The first man dropped before he could scream. He grabbed a fallen weapon mid-motion. No hesitation, no wasted movement. Gunfire erupted. Close range, controlled bursts. Men fell before they even understood what was happening. Panic spread instantly. Orders were shouted in German. Too late. He moved like a machine, reloading from fallen enemies, using their confusion, turning their own formation against them. 45 seconds. That's all it took. When the firing stopped, 21 German soldiers lay dead. Smoke hung in the air. Shell casings covered the ground. The survivors, the few who managed to flee, ran without looking back. They didn't regroup, they didn't chase, they didn't report details, because no one would believe them. One man, captured, unarmed, and then annihilation. This wasn't luck, this wasn't rage. This man was trained for moments exactly like this. Elite close-quarters combat, psychological warfare, speed, precision, and shock. His training taught him one rule: never let the enemy think you're finished, because the moment they relax, the fight begins again. Stories like this don't fit clean narratives. They're too brutal, too unbelievable, too dangerous to mythologize. So they disappear into classified reports, whispered accounts, and fragmented records. But among soldiers, stories like this never die. They become warnings, because somewhere in the chaos of war, the most dangerous weapon isn't a gun. It's the moment your enemy thinks you're already beaten. And if you ever hear laughter when there shouldn't be any, run.
Smash that like button and subscribe for more secrets like this. See you next time.